Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today I finally have a pregnancy update. I've been wanting to film this for literally ever and I just haven't yet because things keep getting in the way. Love that for myself. Love that for all my plans. But I am currently 31 and a half weeks pregnant. We are filming in the baby's room, which I do plan to film a nursery tour right after this, so stay tuned for that. But this is kind of like a little sneak peek of the room. We'll show you belly bump. Might have to scoot you all back. So here is the bump. It's kind of hard to see because I feel like how the shirt goes, but there it is. There's little baby. We do not know what we're having, but I mean, I guess here soon we'll find out. It's so crazy that we're already 31 and a half weeks. Now, obviously, by the time that you're seeing this, I could be 33 with how my plans of filming and editing are going. So the last time I did 1 to 20 weeks, so I'm kind of just going to talk about what we've done up to this point, because I don't exactly remember where I left off with the 1 to 20 week mark. I knew that we had the anatomy scan already, and as far as we know, baby is healthy, baby is good. We've had 2 other ultrasounds since then, and yeah. Where to even begin? Clearly I've gotten bigger. I noticed that I've gotten bigger. I am starting to get some stretch marks. Well, I've been starting. Since then I've gotten some stretch marks. They're not crazy or anything like that. And obviously I figured I would get them because I didn't really have a tummy before, and now I definitely do. My body is definitely stretching. I'm starting to get pretty uncomfortable. My feet and ankles swell to about the size of Texas if I'm up on my feet too long, which what I do at least currently right now for the remainder of the month. I'm a pharmacy technician, so I'm up on my feet and running around like crazy. No real sitting, so obviously you get a bit of swelling with that. But Jacob has been awesome about rubbing my feet or my legs anytime I ask, and usually I ask every day because my feet hurt so bad after just a day of being up around on them. But yeah, definitely getting to the point where I'm uncomfortable, like I said, and about usually once a week. And this is where I think some growing happens. I get super uncomfortable. I feel like my body is just stretching and stretching and stretching like crazy, or it needs to expand because everything's just all kind of crumpled up in there. And then usually that lasts maybe a day, maybe 2, and then it kind of goes away, and then I inevitably feel like I look bigger, which is probably what is actually happening. Maybe not as much as I'm thinking, but whatever. I can feel baby move. Baby moves a ton, especially at night, or if I'm sitting down. Baby loves to kick the bladder, or right up in like my rib area. That's another personal favorite spot for baby to be. We have been reading to baby, and baby definitely starts to move once we're reading, whether he or she knows the voice, or it's just kind of soothing, or they just think that we're talking. It's cute to do, and it's really fun. We've loved it. I've since had my baby shower since the 20 weeks. I had it a few weeks ago, like at the beginning of June, and we got a ton of stuff. We were so grateful. So grateful. And we've also gotten a ton of stuff from Yard Sale, which I'll touch more on in the nursery tour. Let's see, where to begin. So I'm obviously in the 3rd trimester now. 2nd trimester definitely was the golden trimester. I ate a ton. I was so hungry all the time, and I just ate and ate and ate and ate and ate. Now, like I said, I'm uncomfortable. inability to go to the bathroom has come back. The acid reflux and heartburn is awful. Usually not a meal goes by that I like don't have to have like a Tums or something. Which luckily I'm good to have Tums. I can have as many as I want or need, thankfully, because there was a few days where I wasn't exactly sure what it was. Like, I thought I might have been just sick because it, I could feel it all the way up here. It was just awful, and every time I ate, it would almost be like I could, luckily that didn't happen, and I did realize that it was acid reflux, and so I've been taking Tums. What else? So, I had the diabetes test. I failed the first one, like the hour-long one. Failed it. They just said that my levels were a little bit high, and I was like, perfect, peachy. So I had to go back for the 3-hour test, and I did pass the 3 hour, but let me tell you, it took a long time for like the bruising on my inner arms to go away because they poked you 4 times. Or at least they did at my doctor to draw blood for it. And yeah, luckily I had a book on my Kindle and I just read the whole time that I was in the office for the 3 hours because Jacob was still at work, and so he couldn't come with me for that one. But I mean, it was fine. It was just like lab work, and who wants to sit in the office for 3 hours? I certainly didn't want to, but I did. And passed it. All came back well and good, which was awesome. I was really kind of stressed out about it. And then for our last appointment, we got lucky enough to get another ultrasound because we wouldn't have had one because our doctor was on call at the hospital that's right across the street from the office. It actually has like a pedway that you can get there. She was on call, so she couldn't take the heartbeats. So they were having people go into the ultrasound room to get heartbeats done. So we got to see baby again. So that was fun, although the baby's obviously getting a little big for the quarters that it's in, so it was harder to see, but they told us the baby was 4 pounds, obviously plus or minus a pound. They can't get exact determinations, but baby was around 4 pounds, which is the 58th percentile, which was pretty good, right in the middle. They did say the baby was really low, which I was going to ask because that same day that we had that appointment, I felt a ton of pressure. It didn't hurt, but I felt a ton of pressure just, in the nether region. And so I was going to ask what that was, and sure enough, it's baby's head. It's baby's head just pushing right up against it, and it has happened. It doesn't happen every day that extreme pressure comes back, but it does often, it does happen. And luckily now that I know that's what it is, it's been better. There was a time, though, I was at work, and I'm not sure if it was just like a lot of pressure or if it was more like a Braxton Hicks type contraction, because I was in a position and I couldn't move from that position, and it still was uncomfortable to be in the original position I was in, but it hurt to try and move out of the other position. So like I said, I don't know if it's just how baby was for a minute or what. It was a contraction, or like a Braxton Hicks type contraction, but it wasn't fun, and it didn't feel very good. And luckily it didn't last long. But I was at work and I was just like breathing, and they were all like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, just give me just a second and I'll be good. I'll be good, I swear." But yeah, let's see. What else is there? Oh, I definitely, after I eat, or I can't stay seated in the same position for too long. I have to like kind of stretch out the old belly here, just to try and give some room. I mean, it only makes sense. Baby's cramped up in there. Everything else is cramped up in there. So it only makes sense to need to stretch out, get some room every now and again. Although it usually happens after I eat, and I can't lay down right after I eat. Otherwise that acid reflux really comes for you. So that kind of stinks. But it is what it is. It's worth it for the little nugget. Little nugget baby. Let's see. Oh, emotions. I wouldn't say, okay. and Jacob has confirmed this, I don't have mood swings super bad. Although there are some times where I just cry. I just cry. Like, I had my name changed. Today, actually, whenever I'm filming this, whenever we walked out, I cried. Why? I cry about the dumbest things. I don't really get mad. I usually just end up crying. I mean, sometimes I cry because I'm so angry and I can't, you know, get it out, but that doesn't happen as much as just like genuine tears happen. Although I don't think I've had like too flippy of a switch or anything. At least that's what Jacob tells me. Maybe he's just saying that, but let's see. I feel like, and I don't know if maybe it's just because of where I'm at in pregnancy, I feel like my nails are super fragile. My hair is not doing great. The only thing that's doing okay right now is my skin. I haven't had like any breakouts or anything like that, or like really bad breakouts or anything. And I haven't had melasma, so knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't come, but I don't know if it's like just where I'm at, but like I said, nails and hair, super fragile. I mean, it's really weird to me. Like, my nails have never been this fragile, and I thought they were supposed to be even stronger whenever you're pregnant, but apparently that's wrong. Or at least it is right now. Anyways. We also had a 3D ultrasound. That was super fun. It was just Jacob and I who went. We were gonna invite family, but then, you know, we couldn't decide, you know, who to bring, who we would have to inevitably cut out because we wanted to bring so many people, so we ended up just choosing just him and I to go and do it. And so it was super fun. It was super cool to see. It's actually kind of crazy, you know, to think this is kind of what my baby looks like. I mean, maybe they'll come out and they won't look like that, and there's going to be some changes. But it's just super cool, and it was really weird because as they were doing the 2D first to, you know, find baby and get the right positioning and everything, baby was moving, and as you could see it on the screen, and as I could see it, I could feel it. And although I felt it before and I've seen baby move, I hadn't done both at the same time, and so that was just really interesting. And kind of like weird, like foreign to me, but still super cool and awesome. We ended up getting a recording of the heartbeat, which I would still recommend if you do a 3D. I know it's kind of expensive if you just think about it as a stuffed animal that has their heartbeat in it, but let me tell you, I think it'll be so worth it for you. We played it for the dogs. Coyote was asleep. He didn't care about it. Frankie just thought the stuffed animal was a toy, but Bruno and Mocha like kept cocking their heads at it. They were like, what is that noise? And then whenever we went to go put it away, Bruno followed it. Not because he wanted to play with it, but I think he genuinely wondered what the heck that was. And like, he was like, I need to protect it. Duh. Bruno also, he loves this room. I mean, he loves any room that we're in, but I think he really does like this room. The nursery, I mean. And whenever we put the crib together, he was in here laying down. He just looks at the crib. He'll come in now and he'll sit right by it and like look up at it. It's like he almost knows that like that's where the baby's gonna go. That's where, you know, my sibling will be or whatever. It's super cute. I still haven't had any like super weird cravings, I don't think. And again, now I'm getting to the point where I am hungry, but I can't eat a ton, so we're back in that. And like I said, just some like genuine discomfort sometimes, because I am getting bigger and it's just all more uncomfortable, especially, you know, you're carrying weight that you're not used to carrying, your body is changing, everything's smushed, like I said. And I had somewhere I was going. Oh, I've also gotten really tired again. Like, I get really winded easily. I have to sit, you know, often. It's harder for me to get up without help. I actually can't put my socks on super easily by myself. I might be more able to if I'm sitting down and I can bring my leg up like sideways, but I cannot bend down and put my sock or shoe on. So Jacob again has been really great about helping me put my shoes on and my socks. He's awesome. He's also had to clip my toenails, and I told him, I was like, Jacob, I'm gonna need a pedicure because my nails look crazy, like, because they're half painted now, you know, like from growing. And I was like, so it's either you do it or you pay for the pedicure. Let you do it. But yeah, we are just both so excited. And our family's getting really excited too. I think everybody is. I've started packing a hospital bag. I know it's early, but I don't know what to pack in it, so I figured packing a little bit at a time might be helpful. I might do what's in my hospital bag, but again, you know, being a first-time mom, I don't know anything. I should have prefaced this video by saying I know nothing. I'm just sharing my experience. As of right now, this is how my experience is going. So I might film it. I might not. I don't know. I haven't decided if I really want to or not. Only other thing I can think about mentioning, luckily I've still been able to sleep, although I do have to wake up and go to the bathroom about 5 times a night. It's great. And I have gotten hotter when I slept, so we've had to put an additional fan in our room, like a standing fan. I have been using body oil to try and help with the stretch marks. I don't know if it's actually helping or not, but it makes me feel better, so yeah. And sometimes you just gotta do things that make you feel better, kind of regardless if they're actually doing anything or not. But yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to say, kind of talk about. Like I said, I'm a first-time mom. I know nothing, not a doctor, not a baby expert, just a first-time mom. Going through it, sharing kind of what I'm going through. And you all seem to like the last one. The last video seemed to do pretty well, so I figured I would do it again. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to subscribe down below. I do a bunch of different video types on my channel. I don't think I've actually settled on a type of video that I like to do the best. But I hope that you enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.